Monday, boys and girls. Today is Monday. And tomorrow is Tuesday. Tomorrow, everybody should vote. I don't care how you vote, vote. It's your right to vote. So that's all we're gonna say about that. Vote. If you don't vote, you ain't got no reason to complain. So there's a hat. I've been looking for a hat. Let's put this Benelli hat on. All right. So let's talk about the brakes on the Impala. Let's talk about the brakes. Let's turn this bad boy around. All right. So got an issue. So the issue is first issue is I called them and I'm missing I am missing the flex line. They said they're gonna drop ship it to me. This is what everybody don't see behind the scenes. They see everything on TV. Oh man, that thing went together like a glove on a hand. That thing went together like a pocket on a shirt. That thing went together easy peasy, cheesy, greasy. That thing went together like peanut butter and jelly. Yeah, right, whatever. What you don't see is behind the scenes. All right, so I've done these before. It's nothing major, all right? So you got the disc brake kit, you got the disclaimer, and right here, reinstall the axles. Okay, this has got drop axles. So you got to put these shims in place of, right here. It says use that shim if you're not going to use a dust shield. Did you see that? I hit my hand and that thing went up like nobody's business. All right, boys and girls. So I'm not using the dust shield. So you have to use the shim. The little shim is that right there. All right. So you put the axle in, which has the bearing retainer, then the shim, and then the new hardware, right? Then you put the bracket on the back, and then it also gives you 3 little shims and 4 thick shims, right? And 3 little shims, right? Well, it says right here, install the new calipers, make sure they're inboard, make sure they're right and left. So what's right and left? Look, there's Hollywood. Look, Hollywood. So what's right and left? Right and left is from sitting in the driver's seat. So if I'm in the driver's seat, this is the left side, that's the right side. So when you ordering parts, you order parts of you sitting in the driver's seat. Left, right, okay? Driver's side, passenger side. If you're standing in front of the vehicle and you say, I need the right side, they're going to send you the passenger side. So now, after you get all this on there, it says mount brackets without spacers initially. The other spacers are required at this time. Bolt assembly together with the supplied hardware. If you have a problem with the pads hitting the rotors, see step 7 for the information adjusting the calipers. All right, install the rotors. I got a problem. Install and adjust the calipers, okay? It says position the calipers in the bracket and install the caliper mounting pins. Be sure the mounting ears on the back side of the caliper bracket. The parking brake assembly should be at the top and the bleeder point towards the front of the car. Got it, okay? So it says blah, blah, blah. Now we're going to talk about the shims. It says if the pad hits the rotor, you will need to add spacers between the flange and the caliper bracket. If the outside pad is hitting the rotor, you'll need to use one of the smaller spacers or remove the spacers completely. Spacers can be stacked to achieve the required thickness. All right, so here's the problem. The problem is, let me turn this around. The problem is there's no pads in here, right? So when you put the pad in, right? So if I get right here and look, and I'll show you, there is the bracket, or there's the shim that represents the dust shield, all right? Here's the new hardware, which is fine threaded bolts, all right? Here's the bracket, all right? Here's the caliper. The Mercy brake part is on the top. The bleeder screws at the top. And the brake fitting is over here on the bottom, okay? Here's the problem. If I put the pad on the inside, I cannot get the pad on the outside. Now, what did it say? It said, if the pad does not clear the road, okay, right here. If the outside pad hits the rotor, you will need to use one of the smaller spacers or remove the spacers completely, all right? So, what it's saying is, if you put this pad in here, and this pad is hitting, then you need to put the spacer. If the pad is hit side, you need to add the spacer or remove the spacer. Well, boys and girls, you see, there is no room. You're like, Jay, you ain't got no pads on there. I know, because I took them off. Because I had to take a picture of them and send it to the company because they think that they put the wrong parts in the wrong box. So they don't know, and if they don't know, I don't know. So, same thing on the passenger side, all right? So, here's the pads, all right? So this pad goes on the inside, all right? And then here's the pad that goes on the outside. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, and he said, yeah, that don't look right. I said, yeah, you don't think? So this is where this goes. Now, I do see, that's not touching. I do see that. All right, let's turn this bad thing. Let's turn this off. And I ground that down. Then he told me, hold on, let me check the Wi-Fi right quick. So, to make that flange, make this flange, hold on, to make this flange here set flush, which I did. But the problem is, the rotor needs to go this way, all right? So, those shims are they go here. Those little half moon shims, they go here. You push this bracket out, the shims go right there. Push this bracket this way, therefore it will make it tighter on this side and open more on this side. I don't need it open on this side. When you put the pad in here, she wiggles, and I can't even get the pad on the outside, right? So the caliper needs to go that way. So I'm not sure how to do that unless this is the wrong calipers or the wrong bracket. But he's thinking, they're thinking that maybe since I didn't get the brake lines, that I got wrong parts. Once again, if I got wrong parts, I'm going to be stuck dead in the water. Now, I see what you're thinking. I see where y'all thinking. I could take this shim out, which represents the brake, which represents the dust shield, and let this bolt flat up to it, right? That will give me about 1/8 of an inch. That will move the rotor over 1/8 of an inch. If the rotor moves over 1/8 of an inch, I don't think that's enough room for that thing to let it go, because I'll show you the pads. I just don't think that's enough room. Now, one pad is not as thick. The pad should be the same thickness. He asked me that. He said, is the pads the same thickness? I said, well, I mean, in theory they should. But I mean, I didn't put no calipers on them. But if you look, this is the outside pad. And that's the inside pad. It looks like the outside pad, or excuse me, the inside pad is thicker than the outside pad. I'm not 100%. This is the first time I have ran into this problem. I have done this many times on other stuff. So I don't know. I'm not sure. They're not sure if I got the wrong parts thrown in the box, because all the parts was just thrown in the box. So, yay me. So, if we read right here, it says, if the pad hits the rotor, you'll need to add spacers between the flange and the caliper. If the outside of the pad hits the rotor, you will need to use one of the smaller spacers and remove the spacer completely. Spacers can be stacked to achieve the thickness. So, if these are the spacers, okay, and these spacers, they actually go like that. The spacers would go here, all right? So if you add the spacer, that's just going to push this bracket further this way. Therefore, it's going to make that tighter. I'm thinking, I mean, I don't have, what else do I got to lose? Take it back apart, take this shim out. I'm going to bolt this down. I'm going to measure with a set of calipers. I'm going to measure from here to here and here to here. And then take it all apart and then move this. That's the 1/8 of an inch. And then bolt it all back together. This should move the rotor in the 1/8 of an inch. And I don't know. So we got that. And see, this is why I hate mechanic work. I mean, I can do it. I've done it for years. And then I kind of went over to paint and body work, metal fab, stuff like that. Because nothing is ever easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it. Everybody on the corner would have a shop. Now, let's get to this chaos I got right here. See this chaos? This is chaos. Now, don't mind the chaos. So I got word from the audio shop. The audio shop says, man, it looks great. Keep digging. Get it to us. And I'm like, okay. He said, just as long as everything is kind of where you kind of want it, and the truck can go, it can pull in, pull out, pull in, pull out. And the air ride stuff works where it picks it up, picks it down, bring it to us, and we will get down on it. I said, okay, well, let me check, because I got some lines being made. I got to go get them from Viking Hosing. I hadn't got them yet. But, so I got the new harness. Let me show you this. So I got the new harness from AVS, which plugs in the switch box. All right, here's the switch box. All right, I got a 12-volt source, key source right here. All right, got that. Now I'll hide all this stuff, but I mean they're gonna come in here and they're gonna take this thing apart anyway. So I'm just gonna try to make it whatever. So here's the controller. Now here's the schematics of this. So on the bottom of the AVS of the valve block, it has everything already there, right? And then you got your harness that comes out in the middle, and here's a configuration of what does what, right? Well, since he went with the plug and play, there's no cut, no wires, there's no nothing. So everything is hooked up respectively, except these here, which is the digital controller. So I got to do that so they can see what that is. And then the lines that I have to go pick up is these lines here. I got to drop off and have them put 45s on the end like this instead of straights. And then need to take the router and router a nice hole right there so they can go through there. And then the main lines for the whole truck will be stainless braided line too. But, so fired everything up, which they should be able to just unhook and just pick everything out. I told them if they had to unhook anything, they could unhook it here and here, and then that's the only place they had to put that Loctite seam sealer back, or thread sealant. But everything works. Now the truck's not going to go up and down because the lines are not hooked up. But so this right here would be all the way up, or this would be driver side up, driver side down. Oh, you big dummy, you got to turn the key on. So you got this, that'd be up, that'd be down, that'd be up, that'd be down. That's all up, all down. This is left side up, left side down. This is right side up, left side, right side down. This is all up, all down, all up, all down, which I got this unpinned. That one's unpinned because I'm gonna use it on something else. And then this one here is left rear up, left rear down, right rear up, right rear down, all the way up, or rear up, rear down. So that, see, it's just, and it's just discharging. It's just discharging right here. See, these are the ports here. So this would be the front, this would be the front, this would be the front, this would be the rear, this would be the rear. And then these are the exhaust. So this is where it would dump out under the truck. So I got to take, also before I take it over there, I'm going to unscrew these. No, I told you wrong. I have to, yeah, I was right. Unscrew the center section because I didn't put the metal down. There's the metal down for the center section. So I need to unscrew this. And the reason why I didn't put that metal down is because so I can crawl over and weld all the brackets to the rear end and to the crossbar for the shocks. So here's the brackets for the shocks. Super, super nice from AVS. Very nice. And then here's the upper brackets for the shocks. There's one more. Hold on a second. There it is. There's the other one. And then this is the panhard bar bracket, which is right there. And you're probably going, good God, Jay, look at the mess. Well, I was looking for the keys. There's a set of keys for the AVS controller. And I'm like, man, this thing's got power and I got a good ground. Why ain't nothing working? And I got thinking, oh, they sent a set of keys so you could lock it. So that's what was wrong with it. So this piece right here is for the digital controller. This shows you the tank like that. So it shows you the left front, right rear, left rear, and tank pressure. So my son is making a billet thing to house this in for his, I think, final grade either this semester or next semester. So either way, I'll go ahead and hook it up, and then we can cross that bridge when we get there. If anybody's doing these disc brake conversion and they run into the same problem I've run into, drop something down in the comments and let me know. And if you see something that I don't see, say, hey, Jerry, you big dummy, you got that on backwards. You know, never hurts for a set of eyes. So let me know what you think. It's fall, and the drought really turned the leaves to nothing. And I have leaves everywhere. So hope you go back and watch the parasitic draw on the Trailblazer SS. Maybe that'll help somebody out on something. And I'm trying to think. Oh, got the update on the 61 Ford box truck. The chassis should be picked up. They said the week of the 14th, Veterans Week. They said it should be ready to pick up. So when that gets there, when that gets ready to pick up, it's going to be like full throttle Santa Claus, St. Nick, Christmas time. Get on it like a duck on a June bug. It's going to be something, because the 302 is going to have to be set. Transmission is going to have to be set. Rear end has to be set. Link bars are going to have to be put in. All that's going to have to be gone. This is done. This is built. That's built. Transmission's done. So it'll be full throttle on that. And once that gets set into the chassis and everything gets mocked up, I'll put a set of gunny wheels on it like that for now, for the time being, to see. I'm trying to talk him into running some 18s, maybe some 20s, just depending on how it looks. Something good drivability, something very easy to get to, accessibility for tires. You don't want to get nothing crazy. You don't want to get a crazy tire and then he goes somewhere and he's got a flat and you can't get a tire and some weird size. So that's on that. But once all that gets done and mounted in, then start running brake lines, have to build a fuel cell or buy a fuel cell. It's going to be a lot. And then powder coat the chassis or paint the chassis, and then get everything going. Once the chassis is done, then I can, really, this thing right here, it's just going to be buzzed. I mean, you can't really do no body work on it, except, some places got some dents and dings, but I mean, it's got rivets all over it, and so you can't block it, So basically just buzz it, buzz it down with a soft pad and a DA, and have to pull the doors out and have to build doors because they got particle board in between the doors. The glass company's already got the glass, and then it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. So I appreciate every single one of you. Let me know what you think, and I'm going to clean my mess up. And remember I said, boys and girls, if you're in the United States, when do you turn on live? It depends. I don't have a set schedule. If you live in the United States, I don't care which side of the fence you on. I don't care what politics you believe in. Don't matter. Vote. That is your right as a citizen of the United States to vote. That's why I missed you. I am so sorry. I actually I asked that one time before, 7-Eleven, when's a good time to go live? And I did a survey the last time, and everybody said, it don't matter, we on your time. Go live and we'll catch you. So I apologize. I do know there's a thing where I can set it and say, hey, look, I'm going to go live at this time. Maybe I need to start doing that. I've done that before, and I didn't get no traction. But I'll start doing that again on that and see what we can get. I say see what I can get going, and try to, maybe I can sit down and do it like a TV series. What do you think? So go live every day at the same time, like your favorite sitcom come on, like Jerry Seinfeld came on. I need help on the 51. Back window is cracked. The back window is cracked. So what do you need help on? Finding a back glass? Or a back window? Is that what you're asking? I'll give it a second and see if it catches up. So how do I replace it? Oh, it's a rope gasket. So, it's a rope gasket. So go to, I don't think I have one. Hold on a second, let me see. I just got it, look, let me show you. I just got a whole bunch of books. They came today. Hold on a second, let me go over here and look. So what year model is it? 54, 53, 52. Oh, let's see. Look at her. Look what I got. 49. All right, look. I just got this new LMC book. Look, I'm gonna give you the part number. All right, so hold tight. So it is a 49 3100, and you need the back gasket. Window, windshield. It might be back glass. Hold on, it might be under B. Nope. All right, let's look. Hold on a second. It just got wet. All right, hold tight. Hold tight. I'm looking. Hold on. Hold on, I'll give you the... window gasket, trim, regulator. All right, hold on. Let me, hold on a second. I need both hands. Hold on. Hold tight. So, let's see. It's not there. Where you think it would be, it's not where it's at. Let's see. No, we don't need Loctite. Window trim. Let's go page 43. I'm gonna go to page 43. Hold on a second. I'm looking. All right, there's the molding. Okay. So there's the molding set. There's that. Door components. Vent windows. Now, come on now. Single window back. Okay. All right, hold on. I'm looking. Hold tight. Hold tight. They don't never, where you think they would put something, let me tell you that. Where you think it should be, it's not where it is. Like, on a square body, that front air spoiler, the front air dam on the front, it's not actually called an air dam. It took me forever to find it, and I still don't even know what it is, to order it. All right, here we go. So it's under Windows. So 47. All right, is it the small? All right, so you got two different ones. So you have 47. You said yours is 49. So yours is the small rear window, 47 to 59. And then 55 to 59, that was the second series, which was the large window, but yours is 49. So yours is a 49. Yeah, 40. Yeah, hold on. 49. All right, so 49. So you got rear window clear. What? That's crazy. Check this out. All right, look here. LMC book. This is the new one. I just got a whole, see that box right there? That box is slam full of LMC catalogs because I order so much stuff from them too. All right, so right here on page 31 of this book, right? So this is the new book, right? And this is the catalog, right? So you got that right there, screenshot that or whatever you got to do. All right, page 31 under Windows, right here. Spit it out, Jay. Ain't nobody gonna take it from you. Single rear window glass and seal, 47 to 59 Chevy and GMC, right? Right here. So 1 is the glass, okay? Oh shit, 52. Okay, same difference. 52, look, 47 to 59 is the same, so we good. All right, look, 1, right here, 1. Look, you got to be careful on this, man. When you ordering stuff, you got to be you got to pay attention because they'll throw some stuff in there, man, some little asterisks in the side. Hold on, like that little stuff. You got to stay on it because it'll mess you up. You be ordering something you don't even need. All right, so the part numbers 38, 60, 20 is 1, right? Is 1. So 1. See that? 1. But now you got 1, and then you got 3 under 1. And the reason why is because you got a clear. Jay, you shaking like a leaf on a tree. All right, look. So right here, you got 386020, right? Which is 1, which is right here, 1. And if you order that part number, it is the rear clear window. If you order 386021, that is a green tint window. And if you order 6024, that is a rear window gray. All right, now look. $39.95, $34.95, and $44.95. That's pretty good, but they're going to get you in shipping. Most glass companies can't get these glasses because they have bought, now, not all of them, some of them, okay? All right, number 2, go down here to 2. This is what you need right here, 3869402, rear window rubber, A, okay? All right, so A, you see that little A? That A means you got to come down here to the bottom. Note, A is for both black and chrome trim bead included, okay? So, you're going to need 386940, which is the rear window bead A, 47 to 59, which is $16.95, okay? Now, underneath it, the bead, which is that right there. This bead goes into that. You know what I'm saying? So you have the rubber, and then that rubber has a channel in that rubber, so that 3, which is the chrome bead, fits into that. Okay, got you. Like this. See, this is the rubber, and that's the chrome trim that fits into that bead. All right. So back to right here. So you need 1. Pick what glass you want, and then you're going to need 2, which is the rear window rubber, which is A, and it's $16.95. If you want the chrome bead, it is 385898 chrome bead for 47 to 59 is $7.95. So, that's it right there. And it is a small gasket, and it's a rope gasket. So basically, there is lots of videos on there, roping a seal in, lots of Windex or some Dawn dishwashing liquid with some soap. You put the gasket around the glass. Get it on there good, put it in there, get started, get you some of them plastic tool kit, the little pry bars from Harbor Freight, and get you a small rope. Weed eater string works. Weed eater string. not the big fat, not the .90, but the small one, like I think there's like a 65 or something. You can use that to rope it. You saved my rawhide. Well, I'm glad I helped you. And you can use the weed eater string to rope in the gasket. You put it in. I'm gonna see if how I can explain this without going. So there's lots of videos on how to rope a gasket. So if the gasket, and then you put the rope in there, or the weed eater string, and you put it in there, and then you pull it back, and what it does is it helps flip that lip over itself, and you push it in. I know I didn't explain that real well, but just look in how to use weed eater string or a small rope to rope in a seal on YouTube, and I'm sure you can find the video to do it. I just pay a glass man. I can do it, but the glass shop, they come by here all the time. They ride by, and I'll just text them and say, hey, look, I got some stuff I need you to do. And no hurry, so whenever you stop by, boom, they do it. You know what I mean? Is there anything else you want me to look up in this book while I got it out? Yep, this is my first build. Well, congratulations. Like I said, go to LMC and request one. 52 on an S10. Man, that's going to be a fun little truck. Go to LMC and request one of these catalogs, right? They're free. And just request a catalog and get a catalog sent to you. And everything is in here, and it's blowed apart. You see that? Yeah, she's gonna be hell on wheels. Yeah, see, it blows it apart, so it kind of shows you what you're looking for. If it's not in color, let me see if I can find something. Let me see. This is what I'm talking about. See them little window sticks? You can get those from Harbor Freight, man. You can get a whole pack, like 8 or 10 or 12 in a pack. They're a whole lot cheaper. Let me see if I can find something. All right, so let me flip this camera around so I can show you. All right, so look. So this is the bed, right? So you see how this is dark? You see how those rails are dark? See 3, 3, 3, and 1, and 1, and then 1 is exploded out like this. It's in a box, a checkered box. That's saying that 1, that's that 1 down there, and then that's that 2. Then you got a 2, then you got a 3, then you got a 4. You better stay live when I send you the before and after. Do what now? You better stay live. I will send you before and after for your catalog. I don't know what that means. You're going to have to explain that to me, boss. All right, so look, check this out. So, Mother's Day. Got you. Well, I hope to stay alive, but, if the good Lord calls me home before then, I'll have to check out. So, you see this right here? Where this is dark and this is not, that means that part is not in this somatic. That means it's not in this, it's in this part here. Same thing right here. See, here's the fenders, and then you got all the bolts. See all the bolts? Then when you go down here and it says you can buy 1 bolt or 2 bolts, whatever. You can buy the whole kit, and then you can buy the screwdrivers and then the nuts. So if you needed the bolts, she wants a wood box for. Well, right there you go. That's on page 23. Right there. So right here, so if you bought 1 and then bought 2 and then bought 3, you'd have everything you needed to bolt them fenders on. So get you one of these catalogs, and it'll help you out tremendously. I got a water somewhere. Yeah, I got some black walnut. Got this cut the other day. Where do I get it? Where you get what? The wood floor? I gotta find my water. Are you asking about the bed floor? Is that what you're asking me? Oh, the catalog. Ooh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Go to here you go, buddy. Right here. Right there. Go to LMC Truck. Go to lmctruck.com. Go to lmctruck.com and it's gonna pull it up, right? And then you just go down and you select the year and you select what year you want, the catalog. Like I said, I just went down the list the other day and I went down the list and I hit them all. Bam, 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 bam. I mean, I got, like I said, I had a box half that size right there. I don't know where it is. I think I burnt the box. Slam full of catalogs. Because if you go online to try to order parts from this company, you'll get lost like a duck in a hurricane, because if you don't put in the key word exactly the way it's worded, it won't come up. See, here what book is this? So this is 60 to 66. So I just opened it up. You see here, it's got an exploded view of the wheel bearing differential. So you can just go through there and just pick what you want. But yeah, after that, 53 Cadillac, 62 Series sedan, that's a 6, so I just need a power steering. Well, that's cool. That's cool. What time? Oh, yeah. It's daylight savings time now. So, what do we do? Lose an hour, gain an hour? I don't know. Something. So, it's 4:15 now. So, normally it's 5:15. What frame? 4:15. So, we lost an hour or gained an hour. I don't know. I can't keep up. It'll be dark here directly. What frame for what? What you talking about? If that'll sit there. Frame for what? I have no idea. I can't. I don't know. I can't answer that question. There's a page on Facebook. It's called Body Swaps. I'm a member of that, and I'm just a member of it just to watch these guys take vehicles. Like there was a guy a few days ago. I seen a guy took an Audi 8 car. He took an Audi 8 car and took I want to say it was an 88 Buick. Not like the old 88 series, like 60s, 56, 57, 88 series Buick car. With the portholes down the fender. And he took and cut the whole body off of the Audi. And when he rolled it out, the only thing that was there was the firewall and the floor pans. The dash. He just took the whole shell off of it. Done the same thing with the Oldsmobile. Oldsmobile 88, that's what it was. Oldsmobile 88. He done the exact same thing for the Oldsmobile 88. He cut the firewall out, cut the floor pans out, he braced it up. He took the body and he set the body over the Audi 8, which was all-wheel drive. And then he made the tabs and everything and bolted the sheet metal on it. And it was a Oldsmobile 88 sitting on the running works of an Audi 8. So those guys say you measure the wheelbase and the width, and then you find something. So if you can go to that page, and be a member and asked about doing body swaps, not frame swaps, body swaps, them guys has got that thing down pat. I got a friend, a guy I know, he took a 66 C10 and took a all-wheel drive 2008 Trailblazer SS. He took a 2008 Trailblazer SS all-wheel drive, and he done the exact same thing. He took and cut it loose from the floor pan, and left the dash, took everything out of it, and then took the firewall out and the floor pans out of the 66 C10, and set it right over. So, slid the firewall where the firewall used to be on the 66 C10. He slid it where the firewall was on the Trailblazer SS, and it fit almost perfect. I mean, just poof. And then when you open the door and look into the truck, it has all the Trailblazer SS stuff. It has the dash, the seats, the console. It has everything. I mean, literally, you walk by it, it looks like a 66 C10. You open the door, it's a 2008 Trailblazer. The shifter, I mean, everything. But, even though that the Trailblazer is a 4-door, what he did is he went I'll just show you on mine. So he went right, he took the whole body off, and then where the cab set on the 66 C10, right? He just cut everything back and then set the bed on it and then shortened the bed a little bit, and you can't tell it. You can't tell it. I don't want to go Brewster. So when you go by and you look at it and you see it sitting in a parking lot, it has Trailblazer wheels on it. And you're like, oh, they put Trailblazer wheels on that. But then when you walk up to it and look into it, it is completely all Trailblazer, 2008 Trailblazer SS interior, everything. And then you got the back wall, and then don't have the back seats because, of course, it's a truck. And it's got air ride on it because those things got air ride and all that good stuff. And I'm telling you what, it'll tote the mail. I'll go back through my pictures and see if I can find some pictures. And if I have pictures of it, I'll post it on my community page. And it's actually rattle can black. He wants to paint it, but he's building he's doing a body swap on something else for his daughter. I don't know what he's doing. I can't remember. It's a car. They swapping a car with a car, and I can't remember what it is. But I mean, when you see him coming down the road, I mean, it's low to the ground. I mean, it's like craziness, and it will flat roll. I mean, it will boil all 4 tires because it's all-wheel drive. He took it to the road course, and I know we got off topic, but he took it to the road course, and they thought it was just a regular truck. And he went out there, and he done pretty good in the road course. And they come back and said, "Man, what kind of suspension you got on that?" And he said, "It's all 2008 Trailblazer SS." And he's like, "What?" My buddy got an SS with 140. What year model? What year? 7, 8, or 9? What year model is it? Is it a 2000? All right. So Is it all-wheel drive, two-wheel drive, or four-wheel drive? And you're like, well, wouldn't all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive be the same? Nope. My battery light just come on, so I'm gonna tell you what I know about them. So in 2006, when they first come, they only made them for 3 years. The end of 2006, some of the 2006 had 5.3s in them, just a few of them. Then 2007, they had 6.0 LS2s, all aluminum. 2008, same thing. 2009, the same thing. All-wheel drive. That's why I turned it down. All right, so when I got mine. When they come out, I wanted one because they are bad to the bone, and I wanted black on black on black, two-wheel drive. And the reason why I didn't want all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive is because Chevrolet had to modify the oil pan. Next time you see your buddies, walk up to it on the passenger side and drop down and look up through the engine compartment at the bottom where the oil pan is, and there's a hole about yay big around in the oil pan. And the reason why that hole is there is because that's where the axle shaft, the center shaft for the front wheel drive assembly, that's where it goes. So when you do a hard launch on them, it's just those little teeth that hold those two axle stubs together. When you do a hard launch, you will shear you will shear it. And when you shear those tabs, that center axle hub piece that connects the two fronts together will bust the oil pan every time. So in 2007, when I heard about that, I looked and found one. So I have a 2008, and then they have SS package 1, 2, and 3. So it gets confusion on that. So the SS3 has a lot of stuff like leather and this, that, drop-down TVs, and all that stuff. But I wanted black on black. I wanted black interior. I wanted two-wheel drive. It's fun to drive. Fun to drive. He has to add 2 quarts. It's fun to drive. He has to add 2 extra quarts of oil to make sure it gets oil. Why does he? Well, it holds like 10 quarts already. My truck, my 2015, it holds 9 quarts of oil on launch. Yeah. Okay, it makes sense. So I wanted black on black, cloth interior. Mine's the SS2. Oil pump runs dry. Yeah, they bad about it if you get on them. But they sure are fun to drive. They sought after too, man. But $8,000, that's not really that bad. But I would have turned it down too because it's all-wheel drive. But I mean, if I had to have it, I would probably, just unhook it. But then you probably throw codes and all that other stuff. But two-wheel drive is where it's at. They're fun. They're fun to drive. I've had mine since 2008. Only thing I've done to it was put full stainless MagnaFlow exhaust on it. Had Good Hood in Florida build a functional ram air hood for it, so it actually has a functional ram air hood. That's just about it. And put cold air intake. That's it. I'd like to have another one. There was a blue one. So I forget what. So in 2009, they only made like 600 units, like 600 and some units in 2009. So 2009 is the most sought after because it was the last year and it was a limited run. They only made like 600 some units. I found a blue one. It was a limited color blue in 2009. And the guy had done a lot of stuff to it. And it was super, super clean. And he wanted $22,000 for it, but I passed it down because it was just, I just passed it down. Well, from now on, I'm just gonna hit the schedule. Been on here for 55 minutes. I'm gonna hit the schedule to try to go live every day at the same time. The reason why I don't go live every day at the same time, because I want to make sure I got something to give you guys. There's a guy, Louisiana Mike, he goes live, and he goes to live for like 3 or 4 hours just to chit chat with people. And I guess I could do that too. But I'm going to get off here. I appreciate you. Let me know if I can help you out. Remember what I said, boys and girls, don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch where I sweep on anybody else. Put God first. Let loose and drive. Peace, up, and chicken grease. I'm out.